Hey everyone, welcome back to Low Code Talks. If you've been building applications in low code platforms or even managing business systems at scale, you've probably faced this at some point. Everything works great in the beginning, dashboards are fast, reports are clean, but as your data grows, things start slowing down, reports get cluttered, and suddenly your system doesn't feel as efficient as it once did. So, in today's episode, we're going to talk about exactly that problem and, more importantly, how to solve it. We're diving into some of the latest capabilities in Zoho Analytics, and instead of just listing features, we're going to break down how these actually solve real world business challenges. Things like performance bottlenecks, data organization issues, reporting inconsistencies, and scalability concerns. And what makes today's conversation really interesting is that we're not speaking theoretically. We're going to walk through actual implementations done by Exponential in Digital, where these features were applied in live client environments, especially in systems built using Zoho Creator integrated with Zoho Analytics. So, whether you're a developer, a consultant, or someone managing operations, this episode will give you a very practical perspective on how to design systems that scale gracefully.
Thanks for the introduction. I'm really excited about this conversation because this is something we've been dealing with hands on across multiple projects. And one thing we've realized is most systems don't fail because of poor initial design. They struggle because they are not built with long term scalability and data growth in mind. What starts as a simple app in Zoho Creator, maybe tracking leads, shipments, or operations, quickly evolves into a data heavy ecosystem. And once that happens, challenges start showing up in different forms. Reports taking too long to load, users struggling to find the right dashboards, data inconsistencies across reports, and in some cases, even hitting platform limits. So, the updates we're discussing today are not just nice to have features, they directly address these real production challenges. At Exponential in Digital, we've taken these capabilities and built structured solutions around them. Whether it's implementing data archiving strategies, organizing analytics workspaces, or optimizing reporting layers for performance. And throughout this episode, we'll break down what the problem was, how we approached it, and what kind of impact it created for the business.
Exactly. And I think that's the key takeaway for listeners as well. Because at the end of the day, tools like Zoho Creator and Zoho Analytics are incredibly powerful. But the real value comes from how you design and implement your solution. So if you've ever faced slow dashboards, messy reports, or scaling issues, or if you want to avoid them altogether, this episode is going to be very relevant for you. Let's get started. Let's start with the biggest pain point. And honestly, this is something almost every growing organization faces at some stage: data overload. In the early days, everything feels smooth. You have a manageable number of records, reports load instantly, and dashboards give you exactly what you need. But as the business grows, data starts piling up, and suddenly, the system that once felt fast and efficient starts slowing down. And from what we've seen, every client eventually hits this wall, right?
Absolutely. It's not a question of if, it's when. Let me walk you through a real scenario. One of our clients, a metal trading and scrap brokerage firm, had built a fairly robust system using Zoho Creator. Initially, it was simple: capture leads, convert them into deals, track shipments, maintain communication logs. But over time, as their operations expanded globally, the volume of data exploded. They were now handling thousands of deals across multiple suppliers and buyers, detailed shipment tracking records for each transaction, continuous communication logs via WhatsApp integrations, and very importantly, historical pricing data, which they relied on heavily for decision making. All of this data was being captured in Zoho Creator and then pushed into Zoho Analytics for reporting.
Which sounds like the ideal setup on paper: centralized data, powerful analytics.
Exactly. On paper, it's perfect. But the challenge started when the data volume reached a tipping point. What was happening behind the scenes was reports were querying entire data sets, including years of historical data. Joins between multiple tables became heavier. Dashboards had multiple components loading simultaneously. And the result? Reports became painfully slow. Dashboards took 20 to 30 seconds to load. sometimes even longer during peak usage.
And that's where the real problem begins, not just technical, but user experience.
Exactly. Because performance issues don't just stay technical, they quickly become business problems. Here's what we observed. Users started avoiding dashboards. Teams began exporting data to Excel instead. Decision making slowed down. And most importantly, trust in the system started dropping. Once users lose confidence in your reports, even the most accurate data becomes useless.
That's a key point. It's not just about having data, it's about being able to access and trust it quickly.
Right. And there was another layer to this problem. Not all data was equally important. For example, recent deals frequently accessed, active shipments critical for operations. But data from 2 to 3 years ago, rarely used but still being queried. So the system was treating all data the same, even though the usage patterns were completely different.
So essentially, they were carrying a lot of dead weight in their active reporting layer.
Exactly. That's the perfect way to put it. And this is where many systems struggle. They are built for functionality, but not for data lifecycle management. So the real challenge wasn't just too much data. It was no separation between active and historical data, no optimization in how reports query data, and no strategy for scaling analytics performance.
Which sets the stage perfectly for what we'll talk about next: how to actually solve this problem.
Yes, and this is where things get interesting. Because the solution is not about deleting data, it's about managing it intelligently.
So we've clearly identified the problem: data explosion, leading to slow reports, poor user experience, and ultimately loss of trust in the system. Now, the obvious question is, how do you solve this without losing valuable historical data? Because deleting data is never really an option, right?
Exactly. In most business scenarios, especially in something like trading or operations, historical data is extremely valuable. In fact, for this particular client, old pricing data helped in negotiation. Past shipment records were used for dispute resolution. Historical trends were critical for forecasting. So, deleting data was completely out of the question. The real question was, how do we keep the data but stop it from slowing down the system?
And that's where the concept of archive data comes in.
Yes, and this is where we shifted from just building features to designing a data strategy. At that point, their system had massive tables with lakhs of records, reports querying entire datasets by default, no distinction between frequently used data, rarely accessed historical data. So every time a dashboard loaded, it was like, let's scan everything we've ever stored, which is obviously not efficient.
So basically, the system was overworking for every single query.
Exactly. And this is where we introduced a data lifecycle approach. Instead of treating all data equally, we categorized it based on usage frequency. We designed a two-layer data architecture. Active data layer contains recent and frequently used records, typically last 3 to 6 months of data, used for dashboards, reports, daily operations. Archive data layer contains older, less frequently accessed records, stored separately, not included in default report queries.
So the key idea is only query what you actually need.
Exactly. And implementing this required a combination of Zoho Creator workflows plus Zoho Analytics structuring. Here's how we actually built it. We worked with the client to define what qualifies as old data. Example, deals closed before 6 months. What data is still actively used? Using scheduled workflows in Zoho Creator. Periodically identify old records. Move them to an archive module/table. Maintain references so nothing is lost. This ensured no manual effort, consistent data movement. In Zoho Analytics, active data arrow used in dashboards. Archive data arrow stored separately. Reports were redesigned to query only active datasets by default. Allow optional access to archive data when needed. We also reduced unnecessary joins, simplified report structures, ensured indexes and relationships were clean.
So this wasn't just about moving data, it was a complete redesign of how data is accessed.
Exactly. Archive data is powerful, but only when combined with good architecture. Now let's talk about results, because that's what really matters. After implementing this, dashboard load time reduced by 60 to 70%. Reports that took 20 to 30 seconds now loaded in under 5 to 8 seconds. Query performance improved significantly. System became much more responsive.
That's a huge improvement, and I'm guessing user adoption improved as well?
Massively. Users started relying on dashboards again. Decision making became faster. Excel dependency reduced. And most importantly, trust in the system was restored. If there's one takeaway here, it's this: scalability is not about handling more data, it's about handling data intelligently.
That's powerful, because a lot of people think performance issues mean they need a better tool.
Exactly. But in most cases, the tool is already capable. It's the implementation strategy that needs to evolve. We also designed the system in a way where archive data could be reloaded for analysis when needed. Yearly or quarterly reports could still include historical data. So we didn't lose flexibility, we just optimized the default behavior.
So the system becomes both fast for daily use, powerful for deep analysis.
Exactly. That's the balance we aim for.
This is a great example of how a single feature, when implemented correctly, can completely transform system performance. And I think a lot of listeners can relate to this problem.
Absolutely. If your dashboards are slowing down, chances are you don't have a data strategy yet.
Another underrated problem: too many reports.
Oh, yes. One client had 200 plus reports, 50 plus dashboards, no structure. Here were the challenges: users couldn't find reports, duplicate dashboards created, poor adoption. The solution was we implemented tag based organization. In finance, revenue, cost, profit. In sales, pipeline, conversion. In operations, shipment, inventory. Result: faster navigation, reduced duplication, better governance.
So basically, tags became a lightweight information architecture layer. This sounds small, but I know this causes real frustration.
Absolutely. For example, client had deal stages like inquiry, negotiation, closed won, closed lost. But reports were sorted alphabetically. Here were the challenges: inconsistent sorting across reports, manual sorting in every report. The implemented solution was we implemented global custom sort, defined order once at workspace level. Here's the result: consistent reporting, saved hours of repetitive work.
Let's talk about dashboards. Clients always want flexibility.
Yes, especially leadership teams. Here were the challenges: fixed date filters, hard coded dashboards, no quick trend analysis. We enabled dynamic time frame selection: last 7 days, last 30 days, custom ranges. Here's a real use case. In a shipment tracking system, compare delays across months, identify seasonal bottlenecks. Here's the impact: faster decision making, interactive dashboards.
AI insights are powerful, but placement matters.
Exactly. Earlier, insights felt disconnected. Here were the challenges: insights not aligned with dashboards. Users ignored them. The implemented solution was we customized placement, overlay for executives, within report for analysts, replace report for summary dashboards. Here's the impact: increased usage of AI insights, better storytelling.
This sounds cosmetic, but I know it matters.
It actually does, especially for client facing dashboards. These are real use cases: logos, process diagrams, infographics. Result: professional dashboards, better presentation quality.
Let's go a bit technical now.
Sure, this was critical in complex systems. Here were the challenges: incorrect joins, data mismatches, limited filter capability. The implemented solution was custom join paths, lookup based filtering. Here's an example. In Zoho Creator, deals linked with shipments linked with invoices. We ensured accurate joins and reliable reports.
Let's talk integrations.
Yes, two major ones. One being Zoho FSM. You could use it for field service tracking and resource allocation. Second one, Magento. You could use it for e-commerce analytics and customer behavior. Here's what we built. Unified dashboards combining CRM, Creator, FSM, Magento.
If you had to summarize everything we've discussed today, what's the bigger picture for organizations managing large volumes of data in Zoho Creator?
The bigger picture is creating applications that are not only functional today, but also scalable, efficient, and intelligent for the future. As businesses grow, so does their data. Without the right structure, applications can become difficult to manage, slower to operate, and less effective for end users. That's where the capabilities we've explored today become incredibly valuable. Archive data helps maintain application performance by moving historical or inactive records out of day-to-day operations while still keeping them accessible when needed. Tags bring better organization and categorization, allowing users to quickly group, filter, and locate relevant information without complex data structures. Sorting ensures consistency in how records are displayed, helping users focus on the most relevant information and improving overall user experience. Time-frame-based filtering adds flexibility, enabling users to analyze data across different periods and make faster, more informed decisions. And finally, Zia's AI-powered capabilities introduce intelligence into the application, helping users discover insights, automate actions, and interact with data more naturally. What makes these features even more powerful is that they don't operate in isolation. They can be seamlessly integrated into Zoho Creator workflows, automations, approvals, notifications, dashboards, and custom business processes. This means organizations can build applications that not only store data, but actively help teams work smarter and more efficiently. The real value lies in combining these capabilities to create solutions that are scalable enough to handle growing business needs, user-friendly enough for everyday adoption, efficient enough to improve productivity, and intelligent enough to support better decision-making. Whether you're building an employee management system, a customer portal, an operations platform, or an industry-specific application, these features provide the foundation for creating modern, future-ready business solutions.
That's a great perspective. It's clear that these aren't just standalone features, they're building blocks for creating smarter and more scalable applications.
Exactly. And that's the true strength of Zoho Creator. It empowers organizations to rapidly build applications that evolve alongside their business needs, while leveraging automation, data management, and AI to deliver exceptional user experiences. As businesses continue to grow and adapt, having a platform that combines flexibility, intelligence, and scalability becomes a significant competitive advantage.
This has been incredibly insightful. What really stands out to me is that we didn't just talk about features, we actually explored how these capabilities solve real business problems. From handling massive data volumes to improving report performance, organizing analytics workspaces, and even enhancing how insights are consumed, everything we discussed today directly connects to challenges that teams face on a daily basis. And I think that's the key takeaway for our listeners. It's not about what the platform can do, it's about how effectively you use it.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, tools alone don't create value, implementation does. Platforms like Zoho Creator and Zoho Analytics are incredibly powerful on their own. But the real impact comes when you design with scalability in mind, structure your data intelligently, automate processes effectively, and continuously optimize based on usage. What we've seen across projects is that even a well-built application can start facing issues if there's no long-term strategy behind it. That's why our focus at Exponential Digital has always been on building solutions that don't just work today, but continue to perform as the business grows.
And that's where Zoho Creator plays such a critical role, right? Because it's not just an app building platform, it becomes the foundation of your entire data ecosystem.
Absolutely. Zoho Creator is where everything starts. Data gets captured, workflows get automated, business processes get structured, and when you integrate that with Zoho Analytics, you transform raw data into insights. You enable better decision making, and you create a complete scalable system. But again, the key is in how you design that connection.
So, if we had to sum this up for our listeners, if you're building applications in Zoho Creator or working with analytics, don't wait for performance issues to appear. Don't treat data as a single growing block, and don't rely only on default setups. Instead, start thinking in terms of data lifecycle, performance optimization, user experience, and scalability.
Exactly. Because the difference between a good system and a great system is not the features you use, but how thoughtfully you implement them.
And that's exactly what Exponential Digital is focusing on, bridging that gap between capability and implementation, helping businesses not just adopt low code platforms like Zoho Creator, but truly leverage them to their full potential. That brings us to the end of today's episode. If you found this valuable, don't forget to follow Low Code Talks for more real world use cases, practical insights, and deep dives into Zoho and low code innovation. We'll see you in the next one.